Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. This one, it's quite interesting. Definitely not banging. I know you guys believe that Jamaicans have a special love for Trumpy Trump, and Jamaicans had a special love for Trumpy Trump. They had a special love for him because he was just raw and he was just honest. And Jamaicans love that about people. They love when you're raw. They love when you're honest. You know, they don't like people who laugh with you and then stab you in the back. If Trump is going to stab you in the back, he's telling you from the get-go that he's going to stab you in the back, right? So they used to have, and because he's funny too, Jamaicans love a good comedian. Jamaicans love a good comedian, but the love they once had for Donald Trump, it's not there so much anymore. And you guys know that almost the entire Caribbean has been banned from immigrant visa. And you would think that because almost the entire Caribbean has been banned from immigrant visa, the people would be mad at Trump. No. No one wants to come to America anymore. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. To all Americans, do not be offended, because I know you guys have seen the comments, but they're saying America is ghetto. They're saying it was ghetto then and it is more ghetto now. No. You know how they say when the fox can't get the grape, they say it's sour? Some of the people who are saying America is ghetto, they're hypocrites. I am a Jamaican and I'm telling you, they're hypocrites. They're just mad because Trump is tightening things up, okay? And for me, I'm not mad at any decisions that is made. Any decisions, I use decisions, so it's not is. Decisions that are being made. And I cannot be mad at the decisions that are being made. They are not pleasant. It's not good to see how people are being treated. There should be a process, and these people should be treated with dignity and pride. That's what I believe. But at the same time, I can't be in my feelings because, as I've always said to you guys, when I saw Sleepy Joe and Kamala taking in, migrants and giving them places to stay and money, free money, what I've never liked, and I've always been very vocal about it, everyone gets the American tax dollars but the American tax-paying citizens. It has always pissed me off, and anyone who follows my channel knows that I was never in agreement with it. I don't care if you're Jamaican, Trinidadian, Caymanian, St. Lucian. I don't care who you are. I don't believe it is fair, because if someone should leave their country, even though when the Haitians came and we were taking them in, they were completely fully funded. That I can understand because they did not have a foundation, right? And the country, it can take a little while for you to integrate into a third world country, because at that point when we used to take in those Asian immigrants, we were third world, not developing. We didn't have the call centers as much as we do now and all of that, right? But we never had a problem taking in the Asians, and those were just a controlled number of people, one set of people. I understand that America is much bigger. I understand that America is also a criminal too, because they would go to other country and steal from other people. Yes, America is a criminal, notoriously known to be a criminal. They go to other countries, take from them, just like what they're doing with Venezuela and all of that. Criminality. That's your commonality, criminality. But I've never appreciated the way in which everyone, when you look, billions going to Ukraine, billions going to Israel. We got our share the other day with Hurricane Melissa. And when Trump had pledged the money, can you imagine? Trump was more grateful for what we did for America than, sometimes I want to drag that man, King Charles, I want to call that man a bitch ass, you know what? But I'm like, no, your mother cultured you to be better. King Charles did not do anything to you personally. His ancestor did. I don't have to like them nor forgive them, but I have no right to call the man a bitch ass nigga. So, my dear Uncle Charles, right? He gave us a small amount of donation, and America, like, can you imagine our, like, Uncle Charles' ancestors colonized us after the Spanish, which many people don't know that the Spanish was first. The Spanish were like, when the Spanish heard that Jamaica got hit with Hurricane Melissa, they were in it. Well, no one could beat El Salvador to it. El Salvador, we love you guys forever. Listen, my first trip, El Salvador, we're coming and we're gonna shake it. We're gonna shake it to the max in El Salvador, honey. Yes, a group of Jamaicans are planning to go to El Salvador on a group trip just to say thanks to El Salvador, just for, like, they're rushing here. They rushed in here like it was their country, it was their people, and, you know, the Kingdom of Dutch, they were here because the Dutch wanted Jamaica, but not for slavery. The Spanish were here first with slavery, and they left, and then the British took over. But the Spanish came before England after Hurricane Melissa. Like, the Gang of Five came back, but England gave the least. England gave the least out of all of them, and without us, England would not have half the wealth that they have. That's why you have Uncle Charles and all of them over there getting cancer. They're reaping. They're reaping what they've sown. Can you imagine? It is not until the CEO of Digicel, who now lives in Jamaica, dragged Charles' ass in Parliament, because he's also some parliamentarian, whatever, and a few other citizens. Let me tell you, the British citizen, they came out and they dragged Charles' ass. They dragged him. They're like $10 million, 10 million pounds. Jamaica? Without Jamaica, there would be no, they dragged him. When I tell you they dragged him, they dragged Charles on, you know, even those RACIST white people dragged him and said he should be ashamed of himself. And then he was like, I think he upped it to $30 million. And then when America saw that he upped it to 30 million, America was like 40. Plus America gave us tons of donation. They sent us Black Hawk helicopters, and they overstayed the time that they had committed to us. They sent a search and rescue team. So back to my point, you know, even us as Jamaicans during Hurricane Melissa, we got a lot of help from America. Without America, a lot of people would have died because there were a lot of people in critical care and the babies in the NICU that needed to be transported from the affected zone to UE and to KPH. Some were transferred to KPH, a few that were not so critical, but the more critical ones were transferred to UE, which is the University Hospital of the West Indies. And you know who did that shit? The US military did that shit. And they gave us the 3 helicopter salute when they were leaving us. And I was watching it and I was bawling because I felt the sense of love. I felt the sense of gratitude because knowing what Jamaica did for America in the Second World War, this is why you know that America having us on the travel ban is not because of what they're saying. America has us on the travel ban because they want something out of here. They want Jamaica. And government badness and your oldness is saying, listen, Jamaica is a republic. Every contract that you and the crown have is null and void. He's just trying to keep the war out of the Caribbean. And you guys have to understand that. So kudos to Andrew Oldest for being smart with that move, because this is where America has a camp here. So guys, as I was saying, America has a camp here. They do. And they have a landing strip. They do, which was leased to them by the Crown. And the lease ends in 2036. Some people have been saying it's 1, but it's not 1, it's 3. I remember seeing those contracts, when they dip that full feather. It's not literally full feather. Some of them think it's full feather, but some of them it was like a specific kind of stick that was shaped and carved to, have that point. The feather was attached to it as a form of adornment. You know that I'm going to go back to school and expand I'm a history junkie, guys. I love history and I know a lot of history. I don't know how I have so much in my head, but hey, God is great. So, to the point of this video, I love to drag out my videos. I love to see people in the comment section crashing out, telling me to get to the point. Watch the videos. Your attention span is too short. You're not reading any books. Watch the videos. Listen to my rambling. Learn something. Learn something, okay? And teach me something in the process as well. So, it has been predicted that Donald Trump will be assassinated. I haven't seen my girl Sloan if she has predicted it, but what Sloan had predicted that I shared with you guys is that Trump will not have any dominion over his people. And you can see that he has no dominion over his people. And the other day, it was about a week or so ago, you know that America's symbol of freedom is the eagle, and the eagle wings is open, right? And I said to you that the eagle wings are closing. The eagle wings of America, it's closing. America is no longer gonna be about, I can't say it because after a while, YouTube is gonna come with some new policy, and when they do, they're gonna take this shit down if I say what I'm about to say. But as I said to you guys, if you look at the eagle, so there's one country that has the eagle when the wings are open, which is America, which denotes freedom. There's another country that has the eagle, or another group, or this group once existed. They were very significant, negatively significant, but significant. They used the eagle, but the eagle wings weren't open, it was closed. And it's the word that Kanyewest always uses. That's the word that Kanye always uses, that Kanye is apologizing for. Nazi is coming to America. Nazism, it's gonna be a big thing in America. The eagle wing, it's closing. Let me tell you. So, Donald Trump assassination, it has been predicted by Prophetess Celestial. And I forgot the next gentleman's name. He says he's a Christian. He's bald-headed. When I said, I don't know if I'd put up that video because sometimes I record videos and I don't put them up. And I said, today, I don't know if it's a download or an upload or if I've just shifted over into 5D. But today I said, I thought I was conscious all this time, but I've stepped into a new level of consciousness. And stepping into that new level of consciousness has made my eyes open to a lot of things. You know how the Bible tells us that there are many gods. And if you've watched any of the Bible stories with Moses and Pharaoh, when Moses dropped his rod, Pharaoh dropped his rod, both of them turned into a snake, right? That is one depiction of there are more than one gods. There are many gods. And you know what I came to the realization of today, and why it is that these prophet and prophetess predictions kind of sound the same, but they're kind of off at the same time? Many of them think that they're talking to the God that created them, but they're not talking to the God that created them. Many of these prophet and prophetess are not talking to the God that created them. There are many gods and they're fighting for this realm, but the true and living God, the one that created us, has already won the battle. And because the true and living God has already won the battle, Trump has, you see, the thing is that death is not real. So even if they assassinate Trump, Trump has fulfilled his mission. Trump brought back God to America. Trump brought back God to America, and no one can tell me anything different. The moment that Trump said, and this is why I'll forever support Nicki Minaj, because I love the LGBTQIA community. I've said it once, I've said it twice. I have worked with them, and they are the kindest, sweetest set of people on planet Earth. Some of them are confused, you know? They'll sit here and they'll talk good with you, and by the time you get up, they'll be laughing at you and saying all shit about you, even though that's people. Isn't that people on a regular day? But I'm saying, you know, when I'm just letting the LGBTQIA community know, I love you guys, but I think you guys are extorted and manipulated a lot, and you guys see it as love and acceptance when it's not love and acceptance. People are treating you guys like whole statistics when they should not. So when they were allowing kids to do the gender reaffirming surgeries, that should not happen, because majority of the people who got that surgery are now living with some horrors, and only a few of them are brave enough to come out and speak out about it. So when Trump won and Trump said no more gender therapy for minors, and that is why Jamaicans and Caribbean people will like Trump, because of those little things, right? And that is why people will stand up for Trump, because of those little things. Do they like the immigration policy that is going on? No. But people will forever remember when he saved the kids. And you people don't even understand the importance and the significance of that. You don't understand the importance and the significance of that. And when he removed biological men from women's sports, you people don't understand the importance and the significance of that. And you think you live in the real world? No, you live in the upside down world. You think that you're in heaven. This is hell. This is hell. This is hell. And the next thing I'm going to tell you, you don't die. You never die until you step away from God. If you remain true to God, connected to God, you never die. The physical falls, the spirit comes out, it looks back, it walks around and do whatever it wants to do for a while. Sometimes someone comes to collect them. You know, like you're going to a new country, or if you're sending your child to a new country, and you say your aunt is going to pick you up at the airport. Sometimes someone comes to collect them, help them cross over, get to where they need to go. There are different planes. And today I got all of that, and that's why I said it seems as though I will shift into a different reality today. You never die, and it's in the Bible. There is a song that even tells you, saying, I want to go to a place where there will be no farewell, where the song says, the soul never dies. The body is the only thing that dies. That's the reason why you can't be killed. you can't be killed. They can take the physical. And even in Jamaica, you have a lot of songs that says hurt the heart, but you cannot hurt the soul. But that's the reason why they have taken so much of spirituality away from us, so that they can keep us enslaved on this planet, so that we believe that we should be here hoarding money. We should be here hoarding jewelry, rapper chain, 10-karat gold. You should be here hoarding spirituality and earthly experience. You should be out here having 101 men. You should be out here being a sister wife. Your essence should not be about the material things. You should put people before the material things. We have been tricked. We have been brainwashed. And we are powerful, like literally powerful beings. We are powerful beings, but we think that we only have hands and feet and a physical body. We have a lot more than hands and feet and a physical body. And this is why every couple of years they keep changing the Bible, because the moment someone finds something in the Bible and shares it on the internet, you best believe the Bible will be revised in 4 years and that will be taken out of the Bible. But I am saying 2 people have prophesied that Donald Trump will be assassinated. And it's not just 2 people. It's a bunch of people that have prophesied that he will be assassinated. The Aboriginal people said that he will be assassinated. The Aboriginal people, they saw. So a bunch of leaders are gonna die. A bunch of world leaders are gonna die. Donald Trump, Kim Jong-un. Is it Kim or King? It's Kim. It's Kim Jong-un, Donald Trump, and with Korea, they're gonna have a female leader. When Trump dies, allegedly, they want Barack to come back, but they also want J.D. Vance. If J.D. Vance comes into power, Black America, grab your passport. If you can't run, swim, dive, leave America. If J.D. Vance becomes the president, run. Don't walk. Don't walk to the airport. Run. Okay? If Barack comes back, people in Chicago, run. Don't walk. Run. Okay? But these are just allegedly, even though the predictions are out there a lot from many people across the globe. And I'm not going to put the Simpsons in there, but it hasn't been said when as yet. But what they have said is that he's going to seek a second term, and I think he'll be successful in the second term. If not the second, it's a third. And then at some point along that time that they'll get Trump. But I want you guys to know, stop coming into agreement with people and their prayer, because there are many gods out here and there's a fight going on. And you don't have to believe me. Don't believe me. You don't have to believe me. Just think about it for yourself. Think about it for yourself. There are many gods, okay? There are many gods. And we don't know if all of them should exist. We don't know if there are different elements, because so much of spirituality has been taken away from us and stuff. And the other thing I'm going to tell you guys, that a lot of things that you think are just cartoon stuff, they're not. And a lot of things that you think are just movie stuff, they're not. Okay? So, I'm going to leave you all with that. Just take care of yourself. Have fun with your family. Be good to everyone. Be kind. Be peaceful. Be courteous. Most of all, don't be too hard on yourselves. You're a human being. You're a spirit having a human experience, you know. You might be a couple of thousands of years old as a spirit, but as a human, you might be 25 years old, 35 years old. Okay? And if you think I'm lying, if you don't believe what I'm saying when I say you're a spirit having a human experience, you're gonna look for the video where the scientist talks about when you die, your body loses how much pound, and no one knows where that amount goes. If they weigh you before death, and 5 minutes after your death, you have different weight. Okay? And it is always the same amount of pounds missing for everyone. And I think the number is somewhere between 4 or 5 pounds. That is missing for everyone. Where is that 4 or 5 pounds going? I don't know. But anywho, that's all I have to say about that for this video. We're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.